What did you say, Bernard?
I said Ebola is a frightful disease.
Yes, it is a frightening disease. All right, so Bernard, good morning. It's good to have you with me today.
Good
And we
morning.
will start our lesson, Ebola in Congo. Okay, let's
Okay.
talk about the picture first. What do we see? What do you see in this picture?
In this picture, I can see many people in an African country who are in the flood of water. Perhaps there will be it has been raining for many days, and people are in the street or and try to keep the water in their bucket to to try to have a hearted ride, but it was nearly impossible.
Hmm. So it looks like they're trying to collect water. Why do you think they are collecting water?
They're collecting water, I suppose. I don't see exactly the picture, but I suppose it's in a big house, perhaps, and they want to throw the water outside the house. Uh,
Mm.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but I thought maybe they were trying to collect water, but I'm not sure because the water looks awfully muddy.
Yes, water is muddy. Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that they could drink this water if that's what they're trying to
Oh no,
salvage.
it's impossible. Yeah.
Mm. All right, so let's go ahead now and read the article.
The Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo has exceeded 2,000 cases since last August. People confirmed more than 1,900 cases and 94 probable cases. The outbreak is the second largest on record, and it has killed around 1,300 people. The director of the World Health Organization says that it wants to end the outbreak, but there haven't been problems.
There
There have been problems. Some people don't trust the vaccine. There are conflicts in some regions, and 130 attacks have happened against Doctors Without Borders. Difficult words: outbreak, a sudden large happening of an illness, exceed, the more than, confirmed, something confirmed really happened.
Mm. Had you heard about the Ebola in Congo?
Yes, it was many years ago. There was a epidemic disease of Ebola who killed many people. I don't remember the number.
Mm-hmm.
This disease come back again.
Mm. Here it says that uh, some of the people don't trust the vaccine. What is a vaccine, and why do you think the people may not trust it?
The vaccine is an injection or a pill who can fight against the disease.
Mhm.
If you are vaccinated, normally you couldn't have the disease. Uh, you couldn't have the disease, but in Africa, some people, uneducated people, think that the vaccines are not efficient and that it's an invention of the Doctors Without Border to kill them.
Mm. I can imagine that this would bring a lot of problems to this outbreak if the people are not trusting the doctors who are the ones with the medication that can protect or save a lot of lives. Here it says that they've attacked some of the doctors. Here it says here that um, attacks have happened against Doctors Without Borders.
Ah,
How do you think the doctors are feeling about that? They're going over to help, but their help is underappreciated in some areas.
uh,
What do you think the doctors might be feeling now?
oh, the doctor should be disappointed because they understand that they could help people with vaccines, and the vaccine is not admitted by the people. And more than that, they could be fight by some people who thinks that the doctors are bad person.
Mhm. They may think that the doctors is a bad person. Is that what you said?
Yes, they,
Okay.
they could they could imagine that the people are bad people.
What do you think the doctors can do to change the opinion that
Oh,
the
I think the doctor couldn't change the opinion. It's the media who could change the opinion. Uh, it's the education who could change the opinion, and not the doctor. The doctor, unfortunately, could complain about this situation, but not help to change the opinion of people, I suppose.
right? I think what could happen, and it would save the reputation of the doctors, if the doctors could go to the Congo when there isn't an outbreak and do quality work. When there's not a major outbreak of something, if the doctors could come on a regular basis just to show their presence, have some type of training or sessions to talk about some of the ills of the society, of the Congo society. I know there are other problems that they may have other than uh, the floods, but they may have maybe uh, violence against women in their country, or I don't know, hunger is probably a problem. What created or causes the Ebola? Is
Oh,
it
I
the
suppose
incense
it's
water?
perhaps it's a small insect. No, I don't know exactly, but I suppose it's a small insect who stick the body of people.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know.
Like the mosquito.
Like the mosquito, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Let's
not
take
I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I don't know exactly.
let's take a quick look to see what is the definition of the Ebola. Let's see. I'll go here. Define Ebola. Ebola fever. And it's an infectious and frequently fatal disease marked by fever and severe internal bleeding, spread through contact with infected body fluids by a filovirus whose normal host species is unknown. So it is perhaps by definition caused by an insect. It
Ah,
has,
it's caused. It's really. You read that it's caused by insect. Okay.
well, it doesn't say, I'll let you see, it doesn't say that it is an insect. It says Ebola fever.
Ah, okay.
Ebola fever.
It's an infectious and frequently fatal disease marked by fever and severe internal bleeding, spread through contact with infected body fluids by a filovirus whose normal host species is unknown.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't tell me that it is a.
Oh, I remember to see the pictures or the video a few years ago in Congo, where the people will try to take care of the illness people,
Uh-huh.
have a special scaphandre to enter in the hospital. because it's so infectious that you need to have a special dressing to,
Mm-hmm.
to enter in the hospital.
Mm. Yeah, okay. So we'll go back to our article here. So it could be that um, the water, the food, it could be in anything because whatever is causing the infection could be from an animal, it, uh, maybe a wasp or a bee or something has infected the animal, and then people eat the animal and they get sick as well.
Mm,
That is so frightening and so very, very sad.
mm,
And it seems that when an illness or an outbreak happens to the impoverished countries, they suffer so much as if their level of suffering already wasn't enough. They continue to suffer.
mm, mm,
Yeah, it's just so sad. And the, they're constantly in the state of having children. No matter what the poverty level is, I think people are still will engage into intimacy, and their results, more babies and things like that. It becomes a very sad,
mm,
sad situation
mm, mm,
because the babies are so sick and so fragile,
mm.
and they don't live very long. All right, let's talk about this word outbreak. What are some other outbreaks that you have heard about? We're talking using the word outbreak now.
Yeah. An outbreak is something who arrive quickly and suddenly, and that change the normal the normal way of something or someone.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for example, in some country, sometimes there's a violence. It's an outbreak between two tribes or between two different religions.
Mm-hmm.
It arrives suddenly, and usually there's a fight, and it could be dangerous.
Okay, so it's like a war.
Like a war, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sudden war who wasn't previous before. It arrived suddenly.
Okay. So we could also say it's similar to having an outbreak here that you were speaking about in the US with an outbreak of so many people being killed with the guns.
Yes,
That was
yes,
an outbreak.
yes.
And this word confirmed, it means to prove or qualify something, to determine. So it was confirmed. It's something to be true.
Yeah.
People confirmed more than 1,900 cases. So when we confirm something, it is in agreement that something is true, something is happening. So it has been confirmed that there are a lot of deaths in the US with the use of guns.
Mm, yes.
And then we have the word exceeded, which is more than normal, more than the normal.
Uh, yes. These two, I understand as, and I understand enough well these two words, exceeded and confirmed, because they're similar to the word we use in French.
Okay, okay, very good, very good. All right, so now give me a sentence or two and use these three words in
Uh, yeah.
in in the sentence.
Yesterday, I saw a program on the television about an outbreak in the USA caused by the killing of 14 people by a young teenagers of 17 years old who promised to kill more than 20 people. After the killing, the police confirmed that less than 20 people were killed, but 14 of people uh,
Died.
died from the attack. And fortunately, the number of people don't exceed 14 people as it was the wish of the teenager.
Okay, so the number did not exceed. The number did not exceed.
The number did not exceed the 20 people imagined by the teenager.
Hmm. And what do you think should be the punishment for this young person?
For
What?
the teenager, the,
Yes.
the punishment,
Hmm.
oh, if it's in France, the punishment will be certainly the
He would
the,
be.
the
He would be.
jail.
He would be shot.
No, I don't. It could be short. It could be short when the police uh,
Oh, okay.
attack. But normally, he will be sent in jail for the rest of his life. It's the
Okay.
maximum of punishment. In the USA, I suppose this young teenager, could be could be could be hanged, or no, could be killed on the electric chair, or if he's in the states where the death penalty is always
I think he would have to be 18 to get the death penalty,
okay.
or to be electrocuted. I think he has to be 18.
Yes, it depends of the states of the USA.
Right. We have
Yes.
different states have different laws about
Uh,
execution and things
but
of that nature.
yes,
All right. So there we have the outbreak confirmed and exceeded. So with the outbreak here in the U.S., with so many people, especially young people having guns, this outbreak has confirmed that people are going to continue to use their guns as long as it is permitted for them to have them. However, no one can say how much harm will come and what numbers will exceed last year's killings.
mm,
So that we'll have to wait until the end of the year to find out what the total number of individuals that have lost their lives will be. All right, I will stop the recording and